Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Monday evening and this evening we are talking shopping. hmm Where that has come from is I read a report earlier today which was talking about the ASICS sportswear brand, which has written to a lot of smaller retailers and said that they're no longer going to allow them to stock their shoes. Seemingly Nike and Adidas have also done this to some of the smaller retailers, because what they're doing is they are going for your JD Sports, Sports Direct, and online. They are not giving their stuff to the smaller retailers now. And I thought, right, okay, so that means they've probably got bigger profit margins because they're not shipping out smaller amounts, which means, delivery costs and stuff. But how does that go for the future? If the only place you can get things is either online or in superstores. I mean, obviously, our high streets have changed dramatically in the last few years. Shopping centres are closing. Areas of high streets are, struggling to get stores to rent their properties. And I think a lot of that is to do with the rental prices, because you have these property management companies who own the properties and rent them out to the small businesses. And of course, they've got the increased interest rate to pay, etc. And small businesses, certainly very noticeable in the pandemic, they couldn't pay the rent. And now that rent's gone up, energy prices went up, basics, the prices of basics, fuel, delivery costs, everything like that have all gone up. There's a lot of businesses now who are just like, I can't do this anymore. Because what used to be a baseline rate, if you think of, think of a bakery. I mean, I'd hate to be a bakery owner at the moment, because if your rent's gone up, your energy costs, which are going to be huge in a bakery, your ingredients cost going to be huge in a bakery, there's only so much you can charge for a muffin, or for a pie, or for a loaf of bread. There's only so much you can charge for them. There's also, if you're, say, like a shoe shop, if you've got your ASICS, your Nike, or your Adidas or whatever, there's a certain, they cost a price. You have to then, you get your markup and you hope that someone can afford to buy it. But again, you've still got your electricity costs, you've got your increased rent. Now, if I can get that pair of trainers for £20 online, why would it be £25 or £30 in the shop down the street? Walk down the street on the off chance that they've got my size, or sit in the comfort of my own home on the computer and just order them. And I get both sides. I'm trying so hard to support local businesses, but a lot of the time, money-wise, I can't afford to do that. There's a lot of people can't. And again, it also comes down to where you are as to how you shop and what you do. It's like there's been a few comments about my shopping yesterday. That was a stock-up shopping for my cupboards. That's not what I eat all day, every day. Sundays, as you know, I normally do the meat in the bakery. But I'm not going to the shop every day for fresh fruit and veg, apart from the fact I don't have time to be preparing them every day. To go up to the shop here costs me double to buy the fruit and veg than if I buy it in the supermarket. What I have done is I've ordered my fruit and veg from the shop that delivers, so that'll be my weekly box. But I mean, that's still £10 for a box of vegetables. It's not cheap. So, but even just before I finish that, although the vegetables are not cheap, there's a lot of us noticed that the vegetables aren't lasting as long now. If you go out on, say, a Sunday, if I went and bought a load of vegetables, they're not going to last me a week now. By the time you get to Wednesday, you're like, use it or lose it. You have to put it in the freezer. So there's a lot of different things happening with our shopping. I mean, don't even start me on this self-checkout and then let someone check your receipt at the end. I am very much up for that Facebook post of, if you want me to check it out, if you trust me enough to check out my stuff and you want me to do it rather than employ someone, do not be expecting me to stand and wait till you get someone to check it. No happening. Also, you know, I like to use cash. That's what happened when we went shopping yesterday. I was sitting on Saturday night thinking, oh, can I be bothered going shopping on Sunday? No, I really have to, because I have cash specifically for shopping. I do not want to use the money I've got on my card. So we went and we shopped with cash. But if I mean, obviously if Adidas, Nike, Asics are doing this, this is obviously happening in other shops and other places. It's not going to be worth their while to keep going soon. So what are our high streets going to look like in the next 5 years? Are we even going to be having high streets in the next 5 years? I mean, the UK used to be known as a nation of shopkeepers. Certainly not now. A nation of shareholders, maybe. You know, when all your shareholders are all demanding their profits from their rental properties, from their offices and everything like that. They're desperate to get people back to work in the office, because otherwise companies are downsizing, so they're not getting the money and they're left out of pocket. So we'll see. But it'll be interesting to see how the future of shopping in the UK high streets goes over the next year or so. Fingers crossed we still have shops. Now, that basically is what I was thinking of today. I just stuttered there. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry. But yes, that's my thought for today. So now I'm going to go, as usual, and make myself a cup of tea, and I'll catch you later.